BBN Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's here in a beautiful day. Okay, we got a ton of things to talk about today. I just want to be clear on this. First thing I want to say is this. I am not here to try to tell you who is and who ain't snitching. Get it? I believe, well, first of all, I'm a citizen, and I want everyone to be safe. I want us to be able to go outside, do whatever we're doing. When we're talking about these conversations, when we're having these discussions about court proceedings where somebody is snitching, we're not having the conversation because people is snitching. We're having the conversation because we're talking about something that's happening in court, and it just so happens that at this time or another time, something might have happened that might lead people to believe that somebody is snitching. That's it. We're also talking about the Thee Stallion situation with Tory Lanez. There's nobody snitching there, basically. Or are they? We don't know what's happening. But in any regard, that's not the overwhelming story around it. I want to be clear on this because we have a series called The Snitching that we might be bringing back. Okay? So I want to be clear that when we have these conversations, we're having these conversations because we're talking about court and we're talking about the situations that are revolving around these celebrity personalities that we normally would already be making stories on because they're inside of they're inside of our the popular culture. Now, with that being said, more YSL members have come out and actually said what is going on is snitching. Now, I want to say something. I want to be clear about this. I want to go all the way back to what we heard the case against Young Thug was initially off of the rip. What was the case on Young Thug? That he is a gang leader. I want to go back real quick. What is the case that they actually have against Young Thug? That he is a gang leader. Now, hold on. I want to rewind. Do you remember when Tekashi 6ix9ine was on the stand? Do you remember how the government wanted Tekashi 6ix9ine to name some rappers so they could also try to put those rappers in a category of being gang leaders? I don't sit up here with paperwork, having paperwork parties with y'all too tough. We might start doing that again. Don't get that confused. But that's not really what we do over here. We'll bring that back if need be. If y'all want me to bring that back, I'll go start looking out paperwork to start having conversations with y'all with. But we discuss court in here. We discuss what the DA do. We discuss what the defense attorneys actually do. We don't just talk about what they do in hindsight. We discuss what they're gonna do, moves that they're gonna make. And we're correct often enough that no one else is actually inside of our fucking... There's no one else that does this. We do this. Copy? I just want to be clear. There's no one else that does this. We do this. Shout out to the BBN community. Shout out to the Most High, just because. Matter of fact, shout out to the Most High for the BBN community. And just because. Shout out to the BBN community. Shout out to the Most High. We do this. Nobody else do this. Copy? They talk about paperwork. And there's nothing wrong with that. Copy? There's nothing wrong with that. We might go back to discussing paperwork too. Why not? Right? If that's something that y'all would like, maybe we get to it. Back to what we're talking about real quick. I want to be clear on this. Because we're going to be talking about a lot of snitching. And we're going to be talking... I don't got my whole setup up here ready, if y'all don't mind. So give me 1 second so we get all the way together. But we're going to be talking about snitching. Don't get this confused. All right? But this is not what we're doing. One of the main reasons why I want to point that out is, did y'all hear about Tekashi 6ix9ine and DJ Academics quite possibly having a podcast or something like that going on? Definitely. All praise to the Most High. That's a fact. So that's why I'm pointing that out. This isn't a snitch podcast nor a snitch show. We have a show. We literally already have programming for snitches. So if y'all would like me to discuss snitching, y'all know what my DMs is and my emails. Send it. Could we flex for a second for the people that don't know that this already exists? I'm getting something ready over here. Then we're gonna get all the way into the show. But the people that don't know that we already have programming like that exists. I keep trying to tell you I'm almost always prepared. I don't know why nobody don't never really believe me. Wait a second. Let me show you something. So we already have programming for that. If y'all would like for me to actually start making more of that series, that's not a problem. But we already have programming called The Snitching. It's a series that already exists. You can look it up, BBN The Snitching. You see that I think we was at episode 9 or 10 was the last one that we actually did. But you can look that up, BBN The Snitching. You might like that series. There's a lot of back and forth. I think that's the series that some people are upset over because somebody tried to say that somebody snitched and people was like, that person didn't snitch, Jack, and they're mad. But I'm like, well, I'm not the person that said the person snitched. The story is somebody saying that the person snitched, not necessarily that the person snitched. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Just want to tell you that exists. With that being said, I want to say something and I want to be clear. And this has to deal with the YSL situation. And I want you to be 100% transparent. Remember, the charge against Young Thug is that he was a gang leader. I need for y'all to understand that. The Young Thug charge is that he was a gang leader. That was the charge against Young Thug. So if the people who they are saying is in his gang is now saying, yeah, we're 100% a gang, I need for you to explain to me how that's not snitching on Thug. That's all I'm asking. I need for somebody to explain, Young Thug, he's going to court because they're saying he's a gang leader. And if y'all understand this, that's his charge. So these individuals that's saying that they're not snitching on Thug, I'm saying, okay, they're not snitching on Thug. But how? I need for you to explain. Because you are saying YSL is a gang. So how are you not snitching on Thug? Now, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be an asshole. Maybe there's a way that they're not. And so I'm asking you to explain it to me. Is that fair? I'm saying Jack Frost don't know it all. I might not know what I'm talking about. I'll consider that to be a possibility. I want to put you up there, Jimmy B, but I'm not sure who you are. So I don't know if you're writing that in actual earnest or if you're writing that in mockery. So that's the only reason why I'm not putting you up there on the screen, just so we could be clear. So I want to be clear about something. All transparency. Look at this shit. Hold on. Let's bring the screen up. What is it? YSL, they're making deals, right? YSL indictment deals, right? I don't know, right? I don't know. Indictment deals. So let's see. Look, 2 more defendants in YSL indictment into guilty pleas. This is 1 day ago. Hold on, before we even go to that one, Little Duke takes plea deal at YSL RICO case, right? Hold on, who the hell is Little Duke? YSL, right? Who the heck is Little Duke? Real quick. You know what? Let's go to a different, what's this, 2023? Let's go to 2019, right? 2021 maybe? Let's go to a different year so we can try to see who the hell is this Little Duke guy? All right, Little Duke, come the 4th member. The 4th member of YSL named Little Duke is taking the same plea deal. So he's the, okay, hold on. So that's just 2 hours ago. Let's go to something way back. We want to know who this guy is, right? Hold on, let's see who this is. Is this another person? This not going to get it. We're not doing that. So hold on, let's see. Who is this Little Duke guy? He has a discography. We're sorry, but y'all. Wow. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck that's about, but it's not letting nobody go to that page apparently. It says something about my eye. Oh, I got a VPN on. All right, so hold on. So let's go here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what they say real quick. Because my point is this, and I'm not trying to be a jerk, but as far as I know, the charges that they're trying to prove that's gonna leave the Young Thug in a bad situation is proving that he's a gang leader, right? So if everybody that's being charged is saying that they're in a gang, how is that not hurting him? Could somebody explain that to me? Days after Gunna entered in a guilty plea in which he received time served, suspended sentence, YSL rappers Little Duke and Slime Life Shorty have chosen the same path. Days after Gunna entered into a plea deal in which he received... okay, so hold on. Sheesh, I hate coming to this particular fucking site. Get this out of the way. Sheesh. All right. Hold on. So what did he plead? First of all, just so we can be clear, he pleaded guilty to racketeering conspiracy charge. You know what a racketeering conspiracy charge is, right? So hold on, before I show y'all what a racketeering conspiracy charge is, also, just so we can be clear, it was a gang indictment to begin with. So they're not saying that this is one of those gangs that's a legal gang. One of the dudes is like, yo, it's not illegal to be in the gangs. Yeah, but the government's issue with you isn't that you're just a gang. You're a gang, right? That is committing racketeering conspiracy charges. Because your gang is a criminal street gang. I don't really understand how this is so hard to understand, but I guess it is, because there's people saying that this is something other than what it actually is. So just so we can be clear, they negotiated a plea known as an offer deal. All right, so hold on. Just so we could, because just for everybody that might not know what the offer is, right? So hold on, offer deal, right? Boom. Offer deal, right? Webster's New World Dictionary define offer plea deal as guilty plea entered as part of a plea bargain by the criminal defendant who denies committing the crime or who does not actually admit to his guilt. So why would they want you to do that? Hold on, before we go any further, could we stop? Because I want to back up and discuss two things real quick. But before we back up and discuss two things, why would they want you to do that? Are we discussing court, or are we just, because this is what I do. I don't just look at paperwork. I discuss court. That's what we do over here. We don't just discuss what the paperwork say and try to come to our own weirdo ass conclusions. There's a reason why we be right over here all the time when we talk about what the defense is going to do and what this person is going to do. I already see I'm about to kick this person. There you go. Wow. Get out of here. Copy? So I want to say this, and I want to be exactly clear on this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. Listen and pay attention. Listen and pay attention. Why would they want them to admit in a guilty plea that they're going to allow for them to say that the criminal act happened? They're allowing for them to be guilty, saying that they're guilty of it, and at the same time saying that they're not guilty. So therefore, they're not going to hold them accountable, and they're actually going to dub them. Why? Why would that be a thing? Why would that be a thing? I think that, and this is just my opinion, I could obviously be wrong. Obviously, this is my opinion because it's my own thoughts. But I think just in general, I think we have the best discussions over here when we're actually having a discussion about the actual court case. Because just so we could be clear, and I want to be 100% transparent on this, just so we could be clear, they're getting these individuals to admit that a crime was being committed while at the same time saying that we want to hold somebody accountable for the crime, just not you. You're not the one that we want to hold accountable for the crime. So this crime that you just committed, we're going to let you get away with it as long as you could just assert to us that a crime was committed. I'm going to say this again. They're saying, in all essence, we know that the crime was committed. We don't even want to hold you accountable for it. There's somebody else we want to hold accountable for it. Or we have to have on the record that the crime was committed. So as long as you admit that there was a crime was committed, so we could go and prosecute this other person, we're not going to prosecute you for the crime being committed, and we'll even allow for you to say that no crime was committed. Now, can you explain to me how that is or isn't snitching, an Alfred plea? I just want to know. Do you think that Alfred plea is snitching? Because this is the plea all of them dudes is getting. All they have to do is say that the crime was committed. And they're going to allow for them to get off. So why do they want to say that the crime was committed? Who do they plan on charging with the actual crime? If me and you commit a crime together and they tell me that they're going to give me an outfit deal, then who do they plan on using the fact that this crime was committed against? In any regard, more YSL members have actually come out and spoken about how this is something. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to take it off. More YSL members have actually come out and spoken on this particular matter. And basically what an Alfred plea is when you enter a plea deal saying that you are guilty, you did the thing, but at the same time saying you're not guilty. Like, so they don't hold you necessarily accountable, and they're going to allow for you to get off on whatever. So that's basically what the Alfred deal is, right? But check this out. So the rapper ended the negotiation plea known as an Alfred deal, which the defendant doesn't have to admit he committed the crime. Doesn't have to admit he committed the crime, but acknowledges that it was in his best interest to plead guilty. The charge, they didn't commit the crime, but they're admitting that a crime was committed. The charge Gunna faced, and obviously no having knowledge of said crime. The charge Gunna faced was 1 count conspiracy to violate the Racketeering Influence Corruption Act. I need for you to understand what he's admitting guilt to, because everything that he's admitting guilt to is what now Thug has to fight to not be held accountable for, because he's saying that these things happened. You understand? So basically, this is the Racketeering Influence Corruption Organized Crime RICO of 1970 seeks to strengthen the legal tools in evidence gathering by establishing new penal prohibitions and providing enhanced sanctions and new remedies for dealing with the unlawful activities engaged in organized crime. So what did these dudes admit that they was in? A gang, right? Am I wrong or am I right? Am I missing something here? Because they said that they're not snitching, right? I want to make sure that I'm not snitching, right? Oh, my fault, I'm ready. I want to make sure that I'm not wrong, right? Is this snitching? Look, organized crime, right? So basically, Gunna, look, RICO. Now, what they Gunna admit to, real quick, just so we can be clear, what they Gunna admit to? Gunna one count conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. Can somebody please explain this to me? Because I keep hearing. Can somebody explain this to me? I mean, I want to understand. Because they said he's not snitching, correct? Correct? I'm just curious. I'm just curious because just so we can be clear, Thug has taken no plea. Thug's charge, Young Thug, let's see what Young Thug's charges were real quick. Young Thug is charged with, look, what are the charges? Let's see what Young Thug is charged. Well, all 28 individuals, just so we can be clear, in the indictment is charged with, right? Conspiracy to violate the state influence, the state RICO Act. So Gunna and a few other guys have admitted, because that's what their plea deal was, that they violated the State Racketeer Influence and Corrupted Organization Act, or the RICO Act. And how did they violate this? By participating in a pattern of illegal activity to obtain money and property. So Thug and Gunna admitted to this, right? So hold on, there's another dude. Let's leave that there for a minute. It was 3 leaders, right? It was three YSL gang leaders, right? What was the third guy? Who's the third guy? It's 3 of those guys. I forgot the other guy's name. We don't need him. But he also took the same exact deal. So he took the same deal that Gunna took. Thug is still in there. So y'all, we supposed to love Gunna more than Thug? Hold on, I want to back up a minute. Let's go all the way back. Let's go back to Little Duke for a second. Right? So Slime Life Shorty, right? Hold on. Who's this Slime Life Shorty guy? Let's go see who he is real quick. Hold on, right? All right, so 2 hours ago, some stuff released on this dude, right? Shout out to this guy. I don't know what that is. We might not want to play it. Hold on, cancel. Get out of here. We don't want that. We don't know what that is. We might do on it, but we don't know. But we busy. All right, get that out of here. All right, shout out to Sean Grant. He posted this December 19th. What's today's date? The 19th, maybe? Okay, most... Hold on real quick. Hold on. Do I got the wrong guy? Lil Duke. Right here. Most YSL rappers accepted a plea deal. Which plea deal have they accepted? They accepted the plea deal that I just told y'all about, just so we can be clear. They accepted the plea deal that said that they basically broke the racketeering, the RICO Act. That's the deal that they signed, just so we can be clear. So most YSL rappers accepted a plea deal, according to New York Times reporter Joe, shout out to Joe. YSL rappers Lil Duke and Lifetime Shorty, right? They've been released from jail already. These guys is already out. Released from jail, separate plea deals, right? The release dates coming after Gunna was free, right? So boom. So Gunna did it, then them niggas took the same deal, right? So boom. Like Gunna, just so we can be clear, like Gunna, Slime Life Shorty faced just 1 count, conspiracy to violate RICO. The acts he was accused of are arguably the most tenuous of the indictment, based on only lyrics, video, clothing, social media chatter, and threats. So basically, he was in trouble for promoting the game. He was in trouble because his social media promoted the game. So how many years they gave him? 12 years, 2 years commute to time served. Okay. Balance 10 years probation. Okay. So that's what they did for him? Not now, you rap bastards. I'm busy. So that's what they did for him? So hold on. He's guilty. What he pled guilty to? Let's see what he pled guilty to. Conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. So if he's pleading guilty to the RICO Act, right? How in the hell is this nigga gonna go fight it? How is Stub gonna fight the RICO Act if everybody is pleading guilty to the RICO Act? Somebody explain that shit to me. I'm not trying to be a dick. He admitted to conspiracy to violate the RICO and also admitted to unlawful for a person to employ, associate, and permit. He admitted that they a gang. He admitted that they were a gang and admitted that he himself collected funds and promoted the gang, because that's what his charges are. His charges is promotion. Look. His charges is promoting the gang. Lyrics, videos, clothing, social media chatter, and threats. That's it. Did you see how they tried to spin it, saying the founder of YSL changed his life and he been told since 2014 Young Thug is in big trouble? Wait, what? No, I didn't hear about that. Send me a DM or something. Wait, what? You said the founder did what? People be responding to notes. You said the founder did what? I'm trying not to because my computer's about to because my wire over here is kind of fucked up. My computer's not crazy. Which founder? Say the name. I don't know which founder you're talking about. I tried to just find it. I don't know what you're talking about, Luis Gonzalez. I have no idea what you're talking about. The fuck? I don't know what you're talking about, Luis Gonzalez. I don't know who the founder is. I don't want to go typing crazy on my computer because my wire about to pop out. So I'm trying to pick up my phone. So I'm trying to pick up my phone. So I can't really see. Which founder are you talking about? Hold on, YSL. I want his name so I could just put his name in so I'm not yakking up. I see how hard I type. Yeah, I think I don't understand why Gunna wouldn't get the same treatment. I don't know this J-Rod guy. I'm gonna try to. I don't know. It's just I don't know this J-Rod guy. I don't know. I'm gonna not invite you, my brother, only because I don't know you, and I know people just want to come up here and be disrespectful to me, and I'm trying to have a good show. Appreciate you. Sorry about that, but I'm trying to have a good show, and I don't know you. I haven't seen you on my chat before, so I don't know how to accept you. YSL founder. I'm trying to look for the YSL Slime Life, Young Slime Life. Let's say Young Slime Life. I don't. Do y'all know the guy's name? Because I'm trying to get a picture of him. Because I want to show y'all something. I want to make a point. We're only hearing about Gunna. It's the other dude. And he's just a regular dude. I want to make a point. I want to show y'all something. Does anybody know who the other guy's name is? The dude that was supposed to be like making the DK? What up? Duke? I'm thinking Duke. Okay, hold on. I might be thinking Duke. All right, so let's put him in the queue. I'm just smashing people. I'm trying to be easy with it. Oh shoot! Bullock said he's been talking since when? Yeah, but once again, people have selective politicking. So I'm gonna say something real quick. I don't feel bad for none of these. I want to say something real quick. Hold on. I want to be clear on this. I'm not here for none of this snitching, all that. Let's not get this confused. But I don't feel bad for none of these dudes. You want to know why? Y'all hung out with lame niggas. Y'all knew they was lame. Y'all think just because people, like, how do I say? Like, if you hanging out with somebody that's hating on somebody else, if you hanging out with a hater, like, what the hell you think is going on? Y'all hanging out with lame niggas. Y'all hanging out with people that want to create negative energy for other people. And then you wondering why shit like this is happening to you. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm going to wipe this camera for a second. Niggas is hanging out with lame niggas. Niggas is out here having people in their circle that is bona fide haters. Y'all literally got people in your circle that spend 20% of their day hating on other people. Luis Gonzalez says they didn't hold it down like that white biker thing did in 2015. For everybody that don't know, in 2015, it was two biker gangs that was fighting each other. It was a whole big thing. People died. It was a shootout, everything. It was like, I don't know, like 100 bikers fighting. Nobody went to jail. Everybody shut up. Nobody talked to the police. Shout out to who brought that up? Luis Gonzalez. Shout out to Luis. Nobody went to jail. Nobody talked. Nobody talked to the police. People died. Just so you know, people died. Nobody talked to the police. I want to explain you something. And this is never going to change. And this is just what it is. First, stop committing crimes. Because we're not about committing crimes. That's one. Two, I saw this gonna happen. And I told y'all this was gonna happen when the whole Tekashi thing went down. I said, yo, watch, this is what's gonna happen. What y'all don't realize is, and I've been telling y'all, these niggas has always been snitching. There's a ton of people free right now been making music. Last 10 years, they snitched to get out, homie. Just social media isn't what it was. The availability for information isn't what it was. The want for this information isn't what it was. So what happened was when that Tekashi shit happened, the want for this information became a thing. Because the other rappers made it a thing. You get it? Once they made this want for this information a thing, this was going to happen sooner or later, because this is how rappers been getting out of jail since the 80s. This is how people have been getting out of jail since the 40s. It's always worked like this since the FBI existed. When the FBI came about, like the 40s and the 50s or some shit. It's always worked like this. You get it? So the minute that they went crazy on Tekashi, I told y'all that this was coming. I wasn't defending Tekashi. I was trying to explain the hypocrisy. I'm not saying it's okay to snitch, because I don't even think it's okay to do the crime. So I can't say it's okay to snitch. If you understand and you get it. I don't think you should be in a situation where you would need to snitch. Literally being in that situation, you're wrong. You shouldn't be a part of no crimes. That's what I'm saying. But people that want you to say don't snitch, and that can be the only thing, that they want to forget that that's the crux of my argument. The crux of my argument is we should not be committing crimes. So therefore, there should be no need to snitch. So yeah, I'm against snitching. Now, more, I hate that this nigga is doing this. You don't have the slightest idea, which is absolutely pissing me off. So, just so we could be clear, in all transparency, I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. Listen. This was always going to be a thing. All of these dudes was never going to go to jail. That would be bad business for the government. They got to make a deal with someone. You understand? It's like when you're doing really good business, you have to do discounts. It's like if you have a movie studio, all of your movies can't be successful. Some of your movies have to fail in order for you to get in the right tax bracket and for you to be able to get money back from the government instead of pay the government. You understand? So I think the part that people might not be totally understanding is they were always going to find some people to do a deal with, because it's in the government's best interest in every case to find someone to do a deal with. What do you think when they do the deal, or what do you think they're really doing? They're opening up 5 more cases. Every time they do a deal, they're opening up 6 more cases over here, 5 more cases over there. Now they have information that they didn't have available to them before. Remember, they got you on the hook for how many years? 10 years? They got you on the hook for 10 years probation? So they got you on the hook for 10 years. They got you on the hook for how many years? 5 years? 5 years probation? I mean, you're on the hook forever, but actively. I'm gonna go commercial break. We'll be right back.
I be on my grind. It be on my mind. That's why I keep that pine. When I'm on that grind, I be on my grind. It be on my mind. That's why I keep that pine. When I'm on that grind.
When I get it and go, call that a fast break. Young cash cow and all I eat is steak. The pill game been booming, you fuck boys late. Your whole team rib touching, you the only one ain't. You hang around some real niggas, you the only one ain't. If I fuck with you, my word good as the bank.
Damn, if I knew 2 days ago what I knew right now, I wouldn't even be in this shit.
Imagine meeting me for the first time. Bitch! An experience. Life-changing. Life-altering. Never the same again. I envy you.
BBN Jack Frost. What's up? I needed a second, man. Sometimes I need a second. Like I need a second. I'm doing stuff over here. So J Rod on point says 2008, the Totem Mass. 20 plus arrested on a RICO intent at DeWalt Avenue projects. We all walk out after 2 years. Case dismissed. Staying quiet. Make the state work their case if they have anything on you. First, I'm gonna say, with this particular situation revolving the YSL matter, I think what the issue actually is that I don't know your situation or this specific situation in which you're mentioning, but the issue that they actually have is that the state actually has a lot of evidence. I think that that's actually the problem. That the state actually does have a lot of evidence. The state actually does have a lot of intel. The state actually does have a lot of many that they said that the trial can possibly last an entire year. So if the trial could last a year, you could just imagine how much they have on the defendants. They're saying that the trial might possibly last an entire year. That's a lot of whatever the hell they have on whoever the hell they have it on. Right? Think about it like this. How long did the Tekashi 6ix9ine trial last? They had a ton of shit going on at the same time. And it wasn't, what was it, a couple of months? So you're trying to tell me that they're saying that this trial could be, how long they saying that this trial could be? They're saying that this, quite possibly this trial could be 8 to 9 months, a year? Just something to think about. They saying 8 to 9 months a year. I think if they had a case against you that was going to last 8 to 9 months or a year, I don't think y'all would have walked away. I don't think that, not easily. Also, you know, every single person, when they agreed to whatever crime that they agreed to, since Young Thug is the leader of the gang, that means that he's being found guilty of all of these crimes that they're agreeing to, or they're acknowledging that they did these crimes in furtherance of the gang that he's the leader of. So those crimes in which they've committed are his crime. Y'all understand how this works? I'm not saying anything that isn't brand new, right? Let's look at this poll real quick. 37 people voted. Says, do you think Alfred plea is snitching? 65% said yes. 22% said no. 14% said 50-50. I got that right this time. You think the state needed? You think the state needed Gunn and others to cooperate to actually have a solid case? That's what you think? That's what you believe? Versus Thug, do the lawyers already trying the evidence? You think they needed? Do you know? I don't think you know what they're supposed to be having to prove. Okay. Vigilante Perk says 6ix9ine was on point about the rappers. Gunna did worse than 6ix9ine. Okay, so this is the problem with what 6ix9ine did. 6ix9ine's issue of what he did isn't just because of he went to court. 6ix9ine was out there sending niggas to kill niggas. And he admitted to that. So we're not going to stand here and defend 6ix9ine. Okay? 6ix9ine was sending our black brothers to go kill our other black brothers. Okay? So we're not going to sit here and defend 6ix9ine. He's still mad that them niggas didn't kill the other dudes, as evidenced by his interview with Wack 100. So we're not doing that. They had the opportunity to brand him back well. What they decided to do was they decided to not grow his brand and tried to keep it where it was at. What they didn't realize where it was at was not a place that was sustainable, because it shouldn't have never been a place that they should have went in the first place. That man was sending niggas to go kill other dudes in Brooklyn. And he admitted to this. And he's angry that they didn't do it. And he's angry that some of those people that's still alive and didn't get killed. Just remember that part when you're trying to equate these two things. All right? And that's what I mean by people use false equivalencies. I'm not trying to disrespect you, because everybody is saying this, not just you. I just think that there's comparisons here I just think not everything is a comparison. I think what 6ix9ine did was worse. Get it? Because he was initiating some of the shit that the niggas is going to jail for. You understand? So what he was doing was worse. The actual shit he did as far as when the court stuff mattered, he didn't get held responsible for sending them dudes out there to go try to kill other dudes, and that's why there's a lot of people that's mad at him. So that's what I mean by a lot of times that we having these 6ix9ine conversations. I'm not even on 6ix9ine's side. I'm really not. But I'm not going to have a conversation with you applauding the devil because that's the only way you could attack that man. You understand? Shout out to Ganju. We're going to go check it right now. Hold on. Y'all going to have to let me know if y'all can hear, by the way. You understand? So that's my issue. So people be thinking I'm defending 6ix9ine. Well, I'm not. I'm literally not defending the dude at all. But I'm not going to stand here and because you want me to be negative towards whatever the hell was going on with this dude, I'm going to go actively defend the devil. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to hold the devil up. I'm not going to hold the devil up in order because I want to shame somebody or because I'm not doing that. And I think people do too much of that. They hold the devil up in order because they want to tear somebody else down. Hold on, do I got the screen on? Y'all can't see what I'm doing. Let's see what I'm doing. We don't see nothing. This is live. We don't see what's live. This is live. Let me know if y'all can hear. Yeesh. I'm about to get hit with all type of different content. I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get flagged for that. Let me know if y'all can hear.
Certainly think you should have a discussion about all of these particular individuals. And if that's the case, that's fine. I do believe that if there's something you just want to stipulate on, that's okay too. I have no qualms one way or another. I have to provide a forum for the disability as a gatekeeping function under Albert and 702. So, but other than I know some of these witnesses, like I said earlier, the gang experts, the rest of them are fairly. You've seen some of these witnesses before, and you've seen some of these types of what kind of evidence they'll give. I would agree with Mr. Harvey. That's always going to be an issue. Is under the third prong of Daubert, as the witness applied the principles and methods related to the facts of the case, which will have been admitted or shall be admitted before the trial fact.
Yeah, and I'll just add one other thing is and I have spoken to the state about this, and I will continue to, but in regards to some of the counts against my client, Mr. Stillwell, there are, to my understanding, still outstanding in testing. And so I would ask to be able to reserve, because of course I don't.
Why don't you talk with the state about that, and you can interpose a relevant, inquiry or objection as to that, okay? As to which witness and what your objection would be, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Your Honor, if it helps, I have right here a file. I have files with all the CVs and all the reports that I was planning to mention. I can make them available if the court wants to take a 20-minute recess.
I'll do that, ma'am. I can do that.
Here's my folders, and I'll help you look through them if that's helpful.
Okay. All right. Mr. Shard, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Any other lawyers for spirit on the issue of Daubert 702?
And I'm sorry, Your Honor. Does the court want to hear from Investigator Hall today?
No.
Okay, no.
No. I said we'll do him a little bit closer. These are gentlemen that we have the issue of the statement. Is that correct?
No, he's our expert witness on gangs that we had on the schedule for tomorrow. I said we could make him available today.
Okay.
Mr. Adams objected to that, but we can make him available today because
Let's see how far we get or what we get done with by stipulation. Otherwise, there may be a situation where we may be able to just, depending on how much time we have left, I think we should fill some of that time. So.
okay, we'll plan to have him on.
All right. Since it may take longer than I think some of these folks. So it really just depends, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think you should go through from the 19th through the 29th. And, Mr. Adams, I understand what you're saying, but I'm trying to also just state, that lawyers always take double the time period they tell me. And that if there's any way I can capture a little bit of time to make sure that I'm good, we're good, I'll do that, take that opportunity.
I make an inquiry, Judge.
Yes.
Last week you had said, just logistically, that there was a possibility you might have some other matters you wanted to handle other than Daubert today. Is that the case? Are there some other motions that the court intended to?
Well, I love how y'all like to interfere with my time, my schedule. I get to call the way I want it. But to answer your question, Mr. Adams, yes, I did reserve the right to, because some of you have outstanding motions, so I may take up some of those, depending upon who you are and if you're ready to do so. So that'll be my fill-in posture for some of this stuff. But does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, all right. But yes, I'm gonna try as much as I can to clear as much of I can. So in all seriousness, I will utilize some of that time to kind of or those of you that have may have outstanding motions if I can. So all right.
Your Honor, I know you always say if you give a mouse a cookie, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. And then, is this one of those time periods? I'm finished with the other lawyers. You keep talking.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I have one more question. One of our witnesses for tomorrow informed me that she has a sick child at home. She's willing to appear by Zoom tomorrow if her child's not feeling better.
Who is the witness?
Miss Brittany Scott, her child is not feeling well. She believes she's going to try to make it in person tomorrow, but if she still has a sick child, she was hoping she.
I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Is there anybody, and plus consistent with the, is she from the GBI?
Yes.
And,
but she's going to try to make it in person. She just isn't sure if her child's going to be feeling better.
I think that we have made it so that there's only one. Bless you. These witnesses need to testify live, so
I'll let her know.
and she needs to make arrangements with the GBI or you all I know have used in the past a different examiner just in the off chance that somebody's not available. They should probably start working on that today.
We can switch her and Ms. Lowry's testimony if we need to.
Well, like I said, let's just see where we are that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Anybody else? Okay. All right, lawyers. That is defense lawyers.
One of the quick managers, I've talked with the state this morning. The state has not yet responded to my omnibus motion. The state says that they need a little bit more time, and that's fine. That's no, and I'll be happy to. Proceeding forward with the. Number two, I haven't received anything other than CVs for the expert witnesses. If there's any research, if there's any articles, if there anything in particular under the here's what I use to form.
The government already said that they're not going to do that, J. Rod, on point. That's one of the first things that they said. That's one of the first things that Fannie Willis said that she was not going to do.
But CVs, but there's nothing but CVs.
At least for now. Okay. All right.
Mr. Williams joins that request.
All right. Anybody, any other defense lawyers that we have here? Let me just go ahead and find out. Let's see. So let's take roll and see who's here today. I can go ahead and. All right. Mr. Adams?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm sorry. Defendant Khalif Adams.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, madam.
Member Calvin of the House of Missing Peace.
All right, Mr. Adams is next to you. Good morning, madam. Okay, then we have Ronte Beebe. Good morning, sir, and good morning, Mr. Beebe. All right, so let me, while I'm doing this, Mr. Parker, do you have any other objections or issues that you wish to bring up in regards to Daubert or 702? Okay, all right. DeMonte Blaylock.
Demond Blaylock?
Yeah, Demond Blaylock. You're right. All right, good morning, sir. And Mr. Blaylock is next to you. Good morning, sir. Any issues as to Daubert or 702 have otherwise have not been raised already? Okay, thank you, sir. All right. Good morning, Mr. Adams, and good morning, Mr. Williams. Okay, all right. Heard from you all. All right. Let's see. Cordarius Dorsey.
Good morning, y'all. Sweet child, Mr. Dorsey. He's still getting here. So my only request, many of these expert witnesses do not apply to us. I think the gang ones are the most important one to us. So I just be asking that we hold off on those until he's physically here, so we can, engage in the actual motion here.
If necessary, would you be okay with us trying to involve him via Zoom?
Yeah, I have no objection to that. If he can at least be present virtually, we can go forward on that. Yeah.
We'll try and work on that. See if we can't get that done in the absence. Yes, sir. I would. Yeah. See if you can do it now or break, Mr. Chamberlain. If we can do that, that'd be great.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Any other issues as to Daubert and 702 other than what you mentioned already?
Yeah, I think the gang experts are the ones that are going to be hashed out. Anything else on the medical, most likely we'll be able to stipulate that. Okay. We have a discussion with the state.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right. Okay, Mr. Eppinger. Good morning, sir. All right, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Eppinger. All right, okay, Mr. Johnson, anything other that you'd like to raise that otherwise hasn't been presented already? So I'm not doing it today. It'll probably be tomorrow, or actually, I may do. It depends on whether or not how much time I have left and availability. Okay, so I'll note your objection in that respect. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Miles Farley.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Menez.
Miles Farley. I was doing the request of Ms. Harvey. I do have some motions. Yes, I'm going to take 30 minutes.
I got your 25 motions. All right, so we'll knock those out at some point in time. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Okay. Javon Fleetwood. Mr. Fleetwood, good morning, sir. All right. Mr. Fleetwood, do we have him lawyer or is it still Miss Hemingway?
We are still in the process of trying to get Mr. Fleetwood attorney on here.
Okay. All right, Mr. Fleetwood, you're welcome to sit back there. This pertains to you, and we're trying to get you a lawyer, so bear with us, okay? Yes, sir? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, thank you, sir. All right, let's see. Demecan Garlington. Ms. Garlington? Sir, I think you're still in the process. We still need to get you an attorney, correct? Yes? Okay. Yes, Mr. Hoover?
Also, and yes, I can be too.
Okay, all right. All right, Quintavious Greer.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Mormon.
Likewise, Mr. Greer as well.
Okay, all right. Any other issues in regards to the Daubert or 702 issues?
No.
All right, okay. Okay, Marquivas Huey, Mr. Huey.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Matthews. All right, any other issues in regards to Daubert or 702 stood, otherwise have not been raised?
No, Your Honor. However, we can see that back here, judge, are addressing the court. If we could just issues of microphones, so we can hear back here.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Demonte Kendrick.
Your Honor, good morning, Senior for Mr. Kendrick.
Good morning again, sir. All right. Any other issues in regards to Daubert or 702 otherwise have not been raised? Okay, all right. Thank you, sir. All right, Denise McMullen. Okay, he's in the corner. Thank you, sir. All right. Do we have an attorney for him or is that still Amanda Young?
We're still working on that as well, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, Tim Aquarius Mender.
Yeah.
Where are you, sir? Put your hand up, raise your hand right quick. Okay, I see him. Okay, all right. Where is Ms. Fagan? Is Ms. Fagan still your attorney?
Yeah. Ms. Fagan was on trial last week. I don't know if that trial will continue.
Yeah.
Okay, let me check on her, please. Well, thank you, sir. All right, Jaden Myrick. Good morning, Ms. Bernard.
I would join in the Chloe's request and Adam's objection.
All right, thank you, madam. All right, Marvius Nichols, Mr. Harvey, again, good morning. Anything else, sir?
Thank you. Can I ask you a question?
Well, yes, you can ask me a question.
Okay.
Okay, I may not have an answer for you, but I'll try.
It's kind of up to you.
Okay.
Do you think it would be easier if we had an automatic opt-in rule? And that anybody that wants to opt out can say, hey, I'm out of that one, instead of going,
I'm doing this because I need to take roll.
I get that. I'm just asking, as far as you're concerned and everybody else is concerned, we can automatically opt in. The court makes that ruling in that way. Anybody that doesn't say I'm out, it's automatically joined, and we don't have to.
I don't have an issue with that.
Okay, good. Can you guys have any objection to that?
I'll think of that. I'll think.
With your permission, I think that'd make things a lot easier.
Okay. I don't have an issue with that. Okay. All right. Rodeus Ryan. Good morning again, madam. Is Mr. Ryan sitting next to you?
Yes, he is.
Okay, all right, thank you. Any other issues in regards to Daubert or 702, madam? Okay, all right.
I just personally say, I'm not sure if we did on this speedy trial motion. I think she used 75 out there. Her trial last week, she received a quote, but she usually went in and
Yeah, this is actually live. We didn't really show but so much. I don't need the hoodie over here. We haven't really showed but so much. I don't think they're really saying anything at the moment. I was having a conversation with dude in the chat. I was just letting y'all should still be able to see, because when I watch television, I usually have captions on because I might start reading at any given time. So I usually got captions on. Or I might start doing something else, and so therefore I read. And I might not be paying attention. Anyway, point being is, I was having a conversation with dude in the chat. I could turn this down. I was having a conversation with dude in the chat. I don't know what they're talking about right now. Hold on. Let's see what they're saying. Y'all could be.
Okay, all right. Thank you, sir. Okay, I'm Antonio someone.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sean Hoover, Mr. Summerlin is here, and we just updated what everybody else said.
Okay, all right, thank you, sir. All right.
All right, so they're getting everything ready. Hold on 1 second, I'm gonna turn that down. So they're getting everything ready. So I was having a conversation with dude in the chat, and I was trying to keep the conversation because it makes it more even, I guess, if I'm saying this stuff. I'm gonna open up and take off so people can respond back to me a little bit if I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take off slow mode for a second. I mean, I'm gonna have to turn it back on in a minute. But I'm going to take off slow mode in a second. Because I want a dude to be able to have the ability to be able to respond back to me. Don't get it confused. But so his point, just so we could be clear, is he was trying to make a point that Young Thug is going to snitch on other people in order to be able to Young Thug is gonna snitch on other people in order to be able to get out of whatever his problems are, right? But that don't make sense because all of the evidence that they're collecting is to be evidence that's gonna be used against Young Thug. So why would they be collecting the evidence that they're collecting? It seems like it's in reasoning for them to collect this is so they can use it against Young Thug. So why would they be collecting this evidence that they're gonna presumably use against Young Thug just for him to then snitch on the niggas that are now snitching on him in all essence? So that doesn't. So I hear what dude is trying to say, but once again, when all y'all do is read paperwork and talk about paperwork, and y'all don't even know what y'all reading, with all due respect, does it matter? Does it matter if you could pick up a dictionary and read the words in the dictionary if you don't understand what you're reading? With all due respect, I'm not coming for him. All right, so hold on. Okay, they talking on the side over here. It says, just looking at it as if they want Thug fried, then let all the little guys get off and Thug with please, and let Thug fight at no winnable. Okay, so that don't make sense what you're saying. What you said earlier was this. Let me just go back to what he said earlier so there's no misunderstanding about what we're talking about. Hold on. Seems like the state would try to put a package together for Thug, cooperating to point out shooters and muscle, giving the ants for him to come out. So that's what you said. Now look what he's saying. He said, just so we can be clear, so you can understand. I'm not really debating with people. They just saying the opposite of whatever I say. So now he's saying, just so we can be clear, just look at it as if they want Thug fried, let the little guys off. So you're saying let the little guys off right here. You just changed his whole entire argument around, because his argument was, just so we can be clear, it seems the state would try to package together for Thug cooperating at this point. And then he just did a total 160. Do you understand? I'm not arguing. That's why I want you guys to comment. I'm not trying to go at this guy. But he's just saying the opposite of whatever he hear me say. You understand what I'm saying? And then this is the guy that wanted to come up here and debate with me. He's just saying the opposite of whatever he hear me say. And then he wrote, just so we can be clear, looking at this transcript, the straight really don't have a strong case against Thug. So what are you talking about? Just so we can be clear, in one moment he says they're gonna get Thug to snitch on the other niggas. Then they said the case don't got a strong case against Thug. And then he said, looking at it, they're gonna actually try to let Thug off and arrest all the other guys. So I don't know what this guy is saying. Could somebody explain to me what this guy is saying? Because I'm gonna be told I'm not being fair to him. That's what I'm gonna be told, right? I'm gonna be being told I'm not being fair to him. That's what they're gonna tell me, right? That's what they're gonna tell me. And I'm saying he's just saying the opposite of whatever he hear me say. That's what I'm saying. So please stop trying to tell me that I'm acting like I'm better than people. I'm not acting like I'm better than nobody. Look at the people that's trying to have conversations with me. What the fuck? How could you have a conversation with somebody that's just going to say the opposite of whatever you say? And they think that's having a conversation. Just so y'all can understand, like, because I know people keep saying I'm a bad guy. Look at the people that's trying to have a conversation with me. I'm not having a conversation with rational people. I want to have conversation, and this guy's probably upset that I didn't let him come up here for him to be able to say this stuff to me. You understand? see what they talking about over here real quick. They ain't talking about nothing. See? What the hell? I ain't gonna hit it with no bags. I ain't hit it with no bags, but come on, man. What the hell? I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all thinking I'm bugging. I'm not bugging. Y'all just seeing me having conversations with people that's just saying the opposite of what I'm saying. I'm not bugging. Now look what he says. Who in the hell want to have a conversation with somebody that he's just saying the opposite of whatever I say? That's it. He just whatever he hear me say, he's saying the opposite. Anybody else? Anybody want to come up here and have an actual conversation with me? Now you see why I don't want to invite people up that I don't see in the chat and I can't see what the hell they talking about. Now you see why I don't want to talk to these guys. It's not me. I'm not doing nothing wrong. You might not like the way that I'm doing what I'm doing, but that don't mean that I'm doing it wrong. You just don't like the way that I'm doing it. One second. Man, you're like, what the fuck? He thinks that's intelligent conversation. I promise you. Imagine having a conversation with somebody that they just saying the opposite of whatever they hear you say. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, as you can see, we don't see no captions down there. We're going to go to a commercial break real quick. As you can see, there's no captions down there. They haven't come back from wherever they went to yet, whatever the hell they're doing. So give us 1 second. Let me go to a commercial break. We're going to be right back, you red bastards.
I be on my grind. At 6 in the morning. It be on my mind. At 6 in the morning. That's why I keep that pine. At 6 in the morning. When I'm on that grind. At 6 in the morning. I be on my grind. At 6 in the morning. It be on my mind. At 6 in the morning. That's why I keep that pine.
That's why I keep that.
When I'm on that grind.
When I get it and go. Call that a fast break. Young cash cow and all I eat is steak. The pill game been booming, you fuck boys late. Your whole team ribs touching, you the only one ain't. You hang around some real niggas, you the only one ain't. If I fuck with you, my word good as the bank.
Damn, if I knew 2 days ago what I knew right now, I wouldn't even be in this shit.
All right, so yeah, so I don't think they came back from whatever the hell they doing. I think they just in there chilling. But yo, that shit is crazy. I'm just like on some real shit, man. Like not even trying to be no dick. Like on some real shit. Like he's in a situation. Like this isn't no fake situation. And I'm not trying to be over here saying, yo, I'm the most solid guy in the world. I'm not trying to be in that situation these guys is in. Basically, what's happening right now is the people that he's on trial with, or the people that is his co-defendants, they're agreeing that they did these crimes. They agreeing that these crimes happened. By them agreeing that they did these crimes and agreeing that these crimes happened, he's on the hook. They're saying that he's the gang leader. We do understand this, right? Like this isn't nothing that you do understand this. This dude said, hold on, stop. Can we just address this real quick? So dude wrote, I came by to show love, BBN, but you twisted everything like I'm mad. One, I don't think I ever said he was mad. So did I say he was angry? So this is news to me. If you are angry, I don't think you should be angry. Just so we can be clear. But if you are angry, like I said before, I guess I apologize because I don't mean nothing by it. But if you are angry, I don't think you should be. He said, I came by to show love to the BBN, but you twisting everything. I literally don't think I twisted what you said. Just so we can be clear, you said I'm twisting everything. So hold on. Hold on. I just want to make sure I'm not twisting anything. What you said was, seems the state would try to put a package together for Thug. Cooperating. To point at shooters and muscle. Okay, so you didn't say that? I'm assuming you're saying that I'm saying that you didn't say that. And I'm also assuming that you're saying that I'm saying that you didn't say, seems the state needed Gunner and others to cooperate to actually have a solid case versus Thug. So I don't think I'm twisting your words. I guess I have to ask you, do you know what words mean? You might not know what words mean, in all due respect. So you was trying to confuse us by giving us as many alternative things so we can't talk about the thing we was actually talking about. No, I get it. Once again, we've already spoken about both of those things in depth. I didn't want to talk about something that we've already spoken about in depth. I know that this guy wants me to continuously talk about the same two things forever so that him and his people could say that I talk about the same thing every day, while they're promoting me talking about the same thing every day because they come in here every day and try to get me to talk about the same thing so they can then go and then say I'm talking about the same thing every day. So, just so we can be clear, we've spoken about that already. Just so we could be clear, we've spoken about that already. Copy. So. And I just explained again why that didn't make any sense. So I didn't say anybody was against me, but I'm going to kick you immediately out of the chat so you never have to write that again. So I just want to be clear. Boom. See? You upset me, I just kicked you. Go get another account. That's simple. We still got these guys waiting. We're not 100% sure what they're doing. I don't know if the judge is over there. I don't have no volume on this end. So they're not doing nothing at the moment. I can't tell you what I believe is going to happen with Young Thug's situation. I don't think they want him to go to trial. They're going to offer him a deal. They don't want him to go to trial. Right? I think there was a point where they wanted to go to trial. Don't get this confused. But I can see where now they might be wanting him to just... Because... And when I say cop out, just so we can be clear, listen, I don't mean cop out where he's coming home. Okay, so there's two things that might be going on. right? That don't got nothing to do with this dude is talking about. Just so we can be clear. Because if they go to trial, then that means that they're calling all of these people to take the stand. There's only one reason to make sure that we have to go to trial, and that's if they want to get something out of Thug. You see, let's say they want Thug to do and or say a thing, but he won't do it or say it. So we can't make a deal with you, right? But if we go to trial, we could force for you to have to disclose the thing that we want you to do or say, or enough information about the thing that we want you to do or say, so we can continue that investigation. So I don't know if they're trying to actually go to trial with Thug or not. But what I'm saying is this: there's no one for him to give up. They don't want any of his underlings. They're literally giving all of the underlings deals. They don't want any of his underlings. They don't want any of the people that he hired to do hits. They're giving these dudes 10-year suspended sentencing. Do you understand that? They're giving people 10 years suspended sentencing. Not 5, not a couple of 10 years suspended. What do you think is going on? What do you really think is going on? I keep pointing out that at the same time Thug got arrested, they hit a cartel. There was a Mexican cartel that got arrested. Hold on. When did the young Thug get arrested? Hold on. When did young Thug get arrested, right? March 19th, March 17th to May 19th. Wait, I want to know, the district attorney said that the district charges. When did young Thug get arrested? May. Was it May? May 11th, right? GBI did it, right? Hold on. GBI arrests Mexican drug cartel, right? What year? What year was that? 2000 and what year was that? GBI, right? Wait, I don't want to put a month yet. Hold on. They arrested them, and it did happen in August, as a matter of fact. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let's go there real quick. No, this ain't it. Might not be it. Hold on. Was it the GBI that arrested them? I'm not sure of who arrested them. Hold on. I think it was in August, by the way. It could have been in late in the summer. Just hold on. Sinaloa drug cartel. I think this is it right here. No, Albuquerque Journal. No, this is Mexico. Hold on. Okay, Sinaloa drug cartel. They got a whole show on, on Netflix for everybody that don't know. Hold on. I'm telling you, this is a thing. Georgia drug cartel. Raid House. Let's see. 22. Was it in 2022 though? That's the question. It might not have been in 2022. Should I put 2021? May 19th, 2022. Sheesh, these guys. I am better than that other guy. Whoever the person is that's trying to actually compete at me at what I do. Mexican drug cartels was hiding in plain sight in neighborhoods like yours in the metro Atlanta. Look, when did this happen? Hold on, let's get the date that this happened. Atlanta DA, he was fighting this, 25 years, drug cartel. We arrested 10 Mexican nationals, all members of a drug cartel, DEA. Oh, I see. Highlight what I'm reading real quick so you can see what I'm. Metro Atlanta DEA. Wait, what? Get this out here. There he is. Metro Atlanta DEA and special agents, drug cartels, hiding in plain sight. We arrested 10 nationals, all member of a drug cartel. Look. Same time. When was that? May 19th. Look. When was Young Thug arrested? May 11th. I know we waiting for them to come back. They busy. We here. We here. They busy. They not doing nothing. See? No volume. We here. We waiting for them. What up, Nick the Slick? But hold on, look. Keep trying to tell y'all. Part of this job is being able to know research and being able to put 1 and 2 together. Look. So these dudes, and you know how, and for anybody that knows anything about how the government works, any agency, my dude, you trying to tell me that these guys got picked up on the 11th and these guys got picked up on the 19th and one thing had nothing to do with the other? So if you want to know who they might be wanting Thug to snitch on, just so we can be clear. So if he ain't snitching on this level, he ain't coming home. If Young Thug ain't snitching on this level, so no, he can't tell on his underlings. That's the point I'm trying to make, just so we can be clear. He can't tell on his underlings. How? But if he decides to tell on some shit like this, he might have new problems. But this is when they're going to talk to him. He the head of the gang. They're not going to take him telling on some dude that that next week, no disrespect, but next week he's gonna be selling water. They're gonna want him to help them put the guy that now, because he don't work with Thug, that he's selling water. They want to put that guy in jail. They want to put the guy in jail that hangs out on the stoops telling the teenagers about how it was in the olden days. That's the guy you think they want to put in jail? With all due respect. Or do they want to put the dude in jail that is the linchpin of making all of this shit happen? They want to put the dude in jail that's the individual who's the connect. They want to put him in jail, or do they want to put the dudes in jail that if they wasn't dealing with this guy, then they might be sleeping on somebody's couch, with all due respect? Who they want to put in jail? I'm going to tell you the problem. Listen and pay attention. A lot of motherfuckers have nothing to offer, but they don't know it. And when I say that, I mean people just in general. You, me, everybody. A lot of people really don't have as much to offer as they think that they do. I want to say this. This is a real talk. Name one person that you used to do business with over here that decided to stop doing business with the BBN and actually got bigger. I wait. Every single last one of theirs, their high point was doing business with the BBN. And I'm not saying that out of arrogance. I know it sounds like that's what I'm saying it out of, but I'm not. I spend most of my day avoiding people so I don't hurt nobody's feelings. Because every single thing I do, people seem to just have some kind of unreal emotional attachment to. So I spend most of my day trying not to talk to people because it's just beyond me how every little tiny thing I do hurt everybody's feelings. It's just beyond me. I don't understand it. Honestly, it's just beyond me. I really don't understand it. I don't know when they're gonna be coming back. I'm probably gonna just let this go. It's already 11:20. There's no telling how long they're gonna be in court. For everybody that don't know, I'll put that up on the screen for y'all. There's no telling how long they're gonna be in court. Thug might not come back up there to. They might not be ready for him for 2-3 hours or some shit. We don't know when they're gonna be ready. All right, so they're not ready at court. Is there anything y'all guys want to talk about? I'm probably gonna go get lunch. I'm probably gonna work on some content today. Got a couple of things that I gotta send out, stuff that we gotta do, stuff we gotta get done. As we can see, there ain't nothing currently happening over there. He on the phone with somebody, he chilling. 9 times out of 10, they just trying to work through like these motions and stuff like that that's being made. They make sure everything goes through the proper channels. Look, Thug is in a situation. I don't know how else to explain this to y'all, but I'm just going to be as transparent as possible. The people who he's been indicted with are all admitting that they committed the crimes on the docket. The main thing that he's being accused of is being a gang leader. So if they're saying we committed crimes in the furtherance of this gang that we are a part of, do you understand what the problem is? For the individuals that, do you understand what the issue is? You understand this is, like, there's uphill battles, and then there's this. It's almost impossible to win when the people that's on your side switch on you. It's almost the it's almost impossible to win. With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody, just go do some good stuff out there. Remember, no crimes. Remember, that's the most important thing. No crimes. I want everybody to be able to live a happy life, do the things in your life that you love, do the things in your life that allows for you to be the best person that you could be. Allow for the people around you to be the best person that they could be. Remember, it's not about how much we have. It's about how much we live. Go out there and live. Like, I don't live much. I wish I had that option, but I don't actually have the option. But go out there and live. Live for me. Like, I can't. Like, I wish I could. But go out there and live for me. Go live for somebody. Go do something in the world worth doing. Hopefully, God will allow for me to be able to ever get to a point where I'm able to go live life again. But until I do, please go out there and live life for me. I appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Join notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hope the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.